Going right. Welcome to La Paz, Bolivia.
This is so overwhelming.
It actually was.
First glimpse.
Oh, sorry. It actually was a little bit overwhelming coming in last night. It was dark and a lot of homelessness, a lot of rubbish, a lot of kind of sketchy looking areas. So we're trying to come in with open-minded. Like, we travel a lot,
exactly.
But
we need to give it a chance, right?
Absolutely.
And we've got heaps of cool stuff planned today to actually see the city. So
it's going to be an awesome day. I'm genuinely excited, but I just have to let the excitement be stronger than that feeling of last night. Like, oh, it's kind of intimidating. Our first stop is actually laundry, and Stacey said to me, no one wants to hear about your laundry.
I was like, people are watching a video about La Paz. Like, do they care about us going to try and find a place to do laundry?
The reality is we've been traveling for a week now. We've done...
More than a week now.
Oh, maybe, yeah. We've done some hot days. We've done some challenging days. We found a place. So it works out to be 10 Boliviano per kilogram. Just to throw that out there. We don't need to go into it anymore, but it's helpful, we think. But we're going to a cafe now anyway. You found a great cafe. I haven't even seen it.
I think it's a great cafe. It's got good ratings and it's near where we are starting our walking tour, so fingers crossed for a good coffee.
So, oh, hell yeah. Hey look, G.I. Joe. Oh, hey man. Well, I think we stumbled onto a touristy street.
I love this street. It's like a whole other world compared to like one street over where it's like me. You're like dodging things. This is like cool art. We saw a sign that was like artisanal something.
Yeah,
so
like hotels, shops, markets, that kind of spot. I'm guessing we'll probably come back here as part of our walking tour and learn more about what's going on here, but there's something about umbrellas that just seem friendly, you know? And colour.
Yeah, it's like happy vibes. You see that lava?
Yeah. So bright. Definitely the kind of place that takes their coffee very seriously.
That's what we like to see.
That's what we like to see, so we're going to go for a flat white. There is latte art on the reviews, right?
Yes, exactly. So that's how you know it's good, when it's got like a cute picture. We really haven't had good coffee, but I was talking to Huber, and he was saying that they don't really drink coffee in Peru, so I wonder if it's the same in Bolivia. Like they have a coffee once every like 2 weeks or something.
Good call.
So it could be like that, I don't know.
Yeah, that will taste a little bit more like a machine at a hotel sort of, you know, buffet breakfast, even from a cafe, instead of like a cafe with properly textured milk and a flat white situation. Wow.
So I let Dane go in by himself, and I think he got a little bit carried away with the amount we ordered.
Oh yeah, that's the best coffee we've had.
Oh,
it's delicious. It's not hot enough for me, but that's still very, very
really
nice.
Like sweet.
Mm-hmm. It's very sweet. Almost tastes like, yeah, like they might have put sugar in there, but it might just be the beans maybe.
Yeah.
Alright, that was a delicious, if not heavy start. We're acting like we're in France or something over here. But now we're heading to the Basilica of San Francisco, to start our walking tour. I think it's time we talk a little bit more about safety. I mean, yeah, but not that kind of safety. Well, you can never be too careful. I mean, I totally agree, but we're talking about online safety quickly thanks to the sponsor of this video, our friends at Surshark VPN. Sharks, you say? No, but seriously, Surshark VPN is our go-to not only while we travel, but also while we're home like this as well. It lets us place our phone, our laptops, our tablets, our TVs, all sorts of devices in different countries at the click of a button, which is great for getting access to sites like the US Netflix or Christmas shows in somewhere like the UK. I'm listening. But it's even more important for online safety, especially when we're traveling like this, because it essentially masks and encrypts all of your data, all your information, so that you're safe while you're online. It keeps our online movements private, secures all of our valuable info, and banking safe as well. And if you use our link in the description right now, you'll get the Black Friday sale plus up to 6 months free.
Okay, so up here in Bolivia.
Okay, we found our guide, Lucia. First stop she's going to take us to is the Witches Market, but before we started walking...
It's just too loud with these bloody crops, man.
These are shared taxis, in case you're wondering. They cause lots of traffic. They're really annoying, but people love them as well.
It's just like a hop on, hop off, tell the driver, a bit like the song towers in Thailand. Yeah. So as we expected, we're on that same street, the Colourful Street. The contrast here is going to shock you probably as much as it did for us. This is the most beautiful street that we've found, but this whole area is part of the Witches Market. Now, I need to give a little bit of a trigger warning here. I don't know what the word is here, a little bit of a caution. Some of this community and some of the people in Bolivia have pretty strong beliefs, and in this kind of area in particular, this is where you find stuff for rituals and potions and creams and marijuana and different types of coca leaf based on your beliefs or what you're trying to heal. Now the reason I want to give the warning, it's quite common to sacrifice, whether that's small animals or human beings for large structures. So essentially the sacrifice needs to kind of replicate the size of the project. So the example that Lucia just gave us is for these big bridges. Some of the teams won't actually come and work on the bridge until they know a human life has been sacrificed. Now that's pretty wild. I want to show you something. Here is the warning. Small animals, which unfortunately means llamas and alpacas and those beautiful cute things, they get sacrificed for the purpose of maybe you're building a new house, starting a new relationship, a new job, whatever it might be. It's important apparently to make those sacrifices and to know that you get the confirmation back that you are making the right decision, that you have approval from Pachamama, the earth, Mama, the higher beings, to kind of proceed with that thing. Now that was kind of long-winded. I hope that's interesting, and I know that's pretty raw, but that's why we visit places like this. That's why we travel, is to find these stories, to find these different beliefs, these different trains of thought.
For
So
example,
it's fascinating.
You see like this is no longer part of your
Stace, have you looked up there?
I hope you don't have to walk all the way up there.
Did you catch what this is?
No.
This is the Rodrigo Market. It's got lots of organic plants and vegetables and things like that. There's lots of flowers, medicinal plants as well. So if you're not feeling well, there's something for everything by the sounds of it. Now we're about to catch the cable car up to an area called Alto, which is a new city. It's, I think, 4,000 meters above sea level, and apparently it's completely different in terms of its look and feel. There's no like Spanish buildings and things like that, and the interesting part is it's actually flat, which is the complete opposite to what we've been doing recently.
And the footpaths aren't exactly...
They're not exactly like tourist friendly, but yeah, it might be a little busier up there today because it's a Thursday, and there's a really interesting second-hand market up there where you can buy things such as second-hand goods or penguins.
Really?
Yeah, you can buy like animals. You can buy illegal things. So it could be quite yeah. It's like black market vibes. It could be quite interesting. They could be hidden behind though. You know, like there's the I don't know. We'll soon find out.
Yeah. Just to quickly insert here now, while we can see it, you probably can't tell. It runs. It's like the biggest market I've seen in my entire life. Legitimately, we've been to some big markets in Southeast Asia and all sorts of places. I think this is the biggest market in Latin America.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to say it's the biggest market in the planet, actually. No idea, but it looks like it. We kind of asked when we first arrived, like, are we good with the camera? And because there is a safety element, I'm not kidding. It is, you know, we're probably more on alert here than we were in Peru. And she said down here is mostly okay, but she said once you get up to the top there, you might just want to tuck a few things away. How much are the tickets normally?
Normally they are 3 bolivianos.
Oh, okay, so nice. It's cheap.
It's not that expensive as it's a little bit higher than the minibuses.
Okay.
It's not that expensive.
We didn't have to pay for the tickets; they're all included in part of the price. This is it's getting busy though. What's this?
Gotcha.
Oh, and by the way, we need to balance the plate.
Okay.
So just that. So let's go.
Come opposite you.
Yeah.
You are going backwards?
Yeah.
But while we are going upside, you know, this is like more for the not poor people, like, but they are like cheaper houses, you know.
Okay. Do you remember the story we've told you in very, very old vlogs about the phrase daylight robbery? British used to be taxed for having windows. The more windows you had, the more tax that you paid. So people actually used to concrete, brick, cover up the windows so that they didn't have to pay the tax. Now that you know that, listen to this crazy, this is history, right? Something's still happening here today, and this is something we've noticed in terms of the lack of color in places. Have a listen to this story.
Because what they said on here is if you don't paint your house, you know, you pay less taxes, because they believe that if your house is not painted, it's because you don't have money. So they
That is so interesting.
Yeah, so that's why you will see like all of these places like that, you know.
Oh,
because
This is the witches market of El Alto. Very different setup down here. Again, this is spiritual. This is where they do the readings. Those are skulls. Those are real skulls. There's so much history. There's so much stories. There's so much unpacked that I couldn't possibly do it. I'm trying to share some information with you guys. We decided if we can, we're going to try and do a reading and just see how this goes. It's only 10. I like 23. 23 is a good number for me. Yeah. You want to try? I'm actually nervous. I don't know what to expect. So Lucia's going to translate for us. I don't know if we can film. Doesn't have to be going.
Do you want to record this?
We don't have to. If she says no, it's okay. Sorry guys, you might miss out. I was just trying to explain, there's so much to unpack. I can't even.
I'm in like, what's the word?
Information overload?
Yeah. I'm also like really nervous about this. Like,
Yeah.
is this gonna go well?
I don't want this to go bad, but anyway, sorry, this video might be really long.
TBC.
That gave me chills. Maybe we'll grab a beer at the end and we'll talk you through what happened there. I think we're still processing some of it, but I'm so pleased we did that.
Thinking that says smile and a lot of positive things, you know.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And
It's really beautiful.
nice.
Super
Thank
cool.
you.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes, we're trying to do more of this, you know. Like I'm telling you, here says sonríe in Spanish,
Yeah.
smile in English, you know.
So did the local people, they like it as well?
Yes, for sure. We
that's
love
cool.
that.
Yeah.
So we are trying to do more
Look at the
of
contrast.
those things, you know.
Nothing.
We love
Also,
colors.
snow on the
We are
mountains.
addicted to
Unreal.
it. It's beautiful. That it looks like a lot of Potosi.
Oh, okay.
You will see a lot of things like this on Potosi.
Nice. That's another. Is it a city or a town, Potosi?
Potosi is a city.
City, okay.
It's a city.
Very pretty. This is one of the oldest parts. Is it the oldest part of La Paz? And apparently it looks a little bit like Potosi, which we're going to soon. Beautiful colours, little cobblestone streets.
It's
charming.
Yeah, this bit feels almost more European.
It doesn't
You know, more like a small Spanish street.
Direction here.
Yeah.
It's called Black Keys.
What is it? What's in it though?
This one.
Yeah.
It because it has a cream inside and
Oh.
the chocolate is dark.
Is it?
So
Is
it's
this?
like
Is it?
so-
What's the most popular chocolate here? Is it this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the Black Keys or
Is it Beso de Negro?
in Spanish? Yes.
Oh.
Beso de negro.
Shall we?
Yeah, should we try it?
Yeah. So.
This is the Black Keys.
Okay.
What do you want?
I'll get 3 of those. One for you as well.
Oh, thank you.
Please.
Tres.
That is delicious.
It's really different
I instantly thought about Christmas. Why?
because of the cream.
Maybe that's the cream.
It's chantilly founder.
Oh, that'll be it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like all over Pavlova and things
Of course.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, the chocolate is so good as well.
That's really nice.
It's like rich, but it's not bitter. And that's the biggest thing when you get dark chocolate.
It does not taste like dark chocolate to me.
It doesn't. Dark chocolate can be super, super bitter. I know if my dad's watching this, he'll be like, make it bitter, son. He loves it. we like that more like creamy chocolate. I'm pleased to know that it's not all dark here. And bitter, I mean.
No, but it's also pure cacao.
Is that what it is?
Oh,
It's really good.
Guys, there's been so many amazing buildings. We've seen museums, we've seen the luxurious house of the people, we're seeing historic buildings, we're seeing parliament, where the leaders lives. In this square here, this is where one of the presidents was killed. He was hung. There's bullet holes on a building up here from some unrest in 2002, which I think was to do with gas. There's a clock up here on one of the main buildings, and that's positioned backwards to try and show that we do things differently. We're not colonized anymore. But it's hectic, man. It's big. It's beautiful. I'm digging it. This city is spiritual. It's got like an underbelly, a tone, a positivity to it. All right, we want to talk about our reading with the, what do they call him, the magician?
Magician, yeah. I found it not off-putting, but a bit like scary. Because it's like you pick your number and you go into the room and it's quite small and then they close the door. And then because we don't speak
moody.
Spanish as well, it's like, ooh, what's going on here?
Yeah, so there was little statues, there were little offerings, there
was crosses, there was like like statues of the Saint of Copacabana, and then they had like this medicinal alcohol that they were pouring all over the coca leaves.
Yeah, so the thing was what he did, he laid out 6 coca leaves and he did a reading for both of us at the same time. I legitimately got I got chills, like I had
me too.
goosebumps a little bit. We were both a little bit worried. in
I
a
was like,
sense.
what if this goes wrong? What if he tells us something that we don't want to hear?
So we won't tell you everything because it's kind of nice to keep some of that close to the chest, but it was quite interesting. He talked about that we had very good luck, that we're going to stay together, which is always nice.
It was interesting. He said something about envy, like, around us, and I don't know. I don't know about that one, but
It was hard for us to see, but the reality is we live very good lives. And
Yeah.
he was kind of saying there's an element of envy around us, and we just need to be strong and push through and stay on our kind of own path. Was kind of insightful.
Yeah, he mentioned something about Dane's health and said, like, not in a terrible way, but just like he needs to be a little bit careful. And we thought that was kind of interesting because obviously, like, he's got, well, maybe not obviously to some of you, but he's got back problems and has struggled.
Nerve at the moment.
Yeah, has struggled with some like injuries through rugby throughout the years. So that was kind of no surprise to us.
I won't go too much into the rest, but we got to ask a question, and I just asked, "Are we on the right path?" And I left it open-ended, like not that wasn't a relationship, life, work, whatever. But they said that we're on a good path, we're going to make money, we're on a positive journey, which is all quite nice stuff. But one thing I will say is that it was quite serendipitous.
Yep.
That it was number 23. And this is a weird kind of story, as that 23 when I was a kid was my favourite number. 23 is how old my brother was when he passed away. It's one of my 2 favourite numbers to this day. And it just so happened to be the one that we stopped. Well, no, not even on purpose. That Lucia just happened to ask. And she was just kind of asking, is everybody open? Because there's a lot of closed doors and all that kind of stuff. And she said to us, the way this works is you have to naturally pick. You have to just kind of bond with something.
Yeah.
It was kind of special.
And she said that she found that whole process like really magical. And I think for someone who's like very used to that whole situation, to
Yes.
say that is quite, I don't know, it just made us feel like,
Like we did the right thing. She said she's seen some that they want you to film, and they want you to film because they want it to be a big show. And this guy was not about it. Like,
No.
head down. We made eye contact a few times, but he was very
He was doing his job.
kissing stuff and coca leaves going everywhere and alcohol and blessings and all sorts of stuff. It was buzzy. It was spiritual. It was.
I'm glad we did it.
It was beautiful. This is weird. I'll just throw this out there. I was actually going to ask Lucia, who she's studying to do tattoo, and I was going to say to her, also her birthday's the same day as mine, and it's the same day, the 16th of October, that all of those bullet holes happened back in 2002. I almost said to her, you need a tattoo number 23 on me. I should have said it. If you're watching this, sorry, I should have asked, but I got nervous. I should have said it. I think it would be the sickest story to combine all of that into what's been 3 minutes worth of rambling. That's what beer does to you, eh? And just to quickly end, it's a pigsty. The laundromat was closed.
Not happy. I had to come all the way back, and it was like all uphill. I was dying.
The room looks like shit.
Down here now.
Oh.
I don't know how we're going to get all this back into suitcases tomorrow.
Anyway, it's going to be fun though.